2025 has been a roller coaster of a year for us, especially. We have had great things happen, we have had bad things happen. It has been an eye opener journey for us doing content in 2025. So we thought, why not do a content recap? So it'll help you guys, it'll probably help us look back at what we have done and gather some thoughts about how the history was, because history always repeats. Just to recap 2025, we have picked 8 headlines that we thought were very interesting and sort of year defining for that matter. We want to share this with you guys. Let's get into it.
Before we get into the episode, I want to share something with you. 83% of you that listen to the show haven't yet subscribed. The biggest challenge to making content is staying motivated, and numbers go a long way in doing that. So if I could ask you for one simple favor, it would be to click on the subscribe button wherever you are listening to us. Our commitment to you is that if you do that, we will do everything in our power to make sure that this show is better for you every single week. It only takes 2 seconds for you, but means the world to us while we bootstrap our way to our first 1,000 subscribers. Now let's jump into the episode. In 2025, people realized that what's viral is not always organic. Cultural seeding has entered the chat.
Cultural seeding, is it like a word of the year or something?
I don't know, but I feel like, I have made a couple of videos on this. It has become like a pop culture, I wouldn't say trend, but people have talked about it a lot more this year than they ever have before. Like, I had not heard people talk about it before.
Okay, just to explain to whoever is watching, what is cultural seeding?
Okay. So if you remember, I think it was our 24th or 25th episode where we were talking about Sayyara.
Correct.
Right? And we talked about how Sayyara did, I think, 3x of what it was projected to do. It was the Ormax episode.
Yeah.
Because like the marketing PR behind it was all around people crying. I think you mentioned this, right? People were just crying and everyone was like, dude, what the fuck is happening? Why are people crying? So that happened because that trend was embedded into the culture, right? So the PR folks and whoever the marketing guys behind it were, they got people to intentionally make videos of themselves crying.
Got it.
So then it reached a tipping point where initially it was manufactured, but then just people just picked up thinking that it was organic. And that literally rolled into, the movie doing so well. And then it happened again for Dhurandhar, right? It happened again for Dhurandhar.
Got it. So you are basically seeding the culture manually.
Yes.
Through social media.
Yes.
Crazy.
And this basically proves that if enough people start doing something, then everyone else just assumes that there is some sort of validity to it, and then they also start doing it. Is the equivalent of I think I've used this example way too many times before, but like if you on a crowded street, you just start like peeking down. Let's say if, those bridges are there, you just start like peeking down, right? People will just come,
yeah.
And after a certain point, just because like 7 people are standing there, more people will come. And that will just snowball into like 100 people doing that.
Yeah.
It's like groupthink.
Correct.
But yeah.
Cool.
So that's cultural seeding.
Interesting. AI. It's officially here. Will we have our jobs in the coming years? I definitely have no clue. If you do, please let us know in the comments below. AI was something that was hard to access end of 2024 when it was actually very popular, or you had very limited access, but now you and your grandmom can actually use AI. Thanks to Perplexity tying up with Airtel and them releasing pro plans for all Indians. I don't know how that exactly works out economically, but now everybody has access to AI and it is here to stay. It's not going nowhere.
What are the most popular AI tools that you use?
Good question. So ChatGPT for help with research writing. Actually, Perplexity for research. ChatGPT to sort of use as your brainstorming or like the backboard, so you bounce your ideas off it. Notebook LM usually to run through documents, summarize and all that, does it brilliantly.
Someone was telling me this, that you can make videos with Perplexity.
Yeah, you can make it.
But using which model? VO3 only?
Yeah. And I think there is a separate option for it. You should go select. So it'll be automatically in text. You go select image and you give the input and it'll generate an image and it'll go back to text.
Got it.
So it doesn't stay all the time. So you have to manually punch it in.
Got it.
But yeah, what is your AI list?
I keep switching. I have switched to now using Claude almost exclusively for most things.
Claude is great at script writing. It's great at most creative things. I still have ChatGPT, but actually now I'm in the process of canceling that subscription. And I'll switch to like the lowest tier one just so it's there and I have my data. I use a lot of VO3 for image and video generation.
Interesting.
I actually want to get into more of video generation because I think of late in the past month or so there have been like some very interesting updates. But yeah, I think that's all you need. And I switched from Perplexity to just Google because I think Google, you get the results and the AI thing on top.
Correct.
So it's the same as Perplexity.
Correct.
But
Yeah.
sometimes I use Perplexity because it has all these models built in, so I can use Claude also for free. But yeah, that's sort of
Interestingly,
my stack.
I have now started using Comet, which is the Perplexity browser. It's been good. But there are some drawbacks to it, I feel, because every time, even when you search it in like the search bar, you are used to some things being like the Google search result, which doesn't happen, which is a little bothersome when you're searching for specific websites. It's like it'll give like one big essay on it. I'm like, bro, I just want to get to the website, which is not happening. Outside that, it has been pretty cool. Like whenever I have to do little like deep digging or like to find some product and all, damn easy.
I have a friend. I mean, like we met at some event. His name is Krishna. He's from Elevation Capital. Very interesting. He talks a lot about AI on his LinkedIn.
Okay.
So of late, he's been doing a lot of these experiments where he's been creating like these tasks, right? So you can use the Claude Chrome extension and you can use things like Comet and, there are a bunch of these like AI browsers and you can ask them to do things for you and it'll like use your browser and do all of it, right? So I think he talked about using Claude Code to scrape his LinkedIn. And then it literally went into his LinkedIn, like older posts, did all of that. It took like half an hour, but then it had a repository. So in theory, you could go and scrape someone's Twitter. It's manual only, but then the PC is doing it for you. I want to take some time out and explore those sort of aspects because I think in a lot of research work, especially for like YouTube strategy or content strategy, then it becomes very helpful, right? Imagine if, let's say, you have like a Ankur Warikoo and then or an Alex Hermosi, for instance, and you're literally going into the repository and scraping his entire Twitter and then training a bot on it. A more sort of interesting use case that I have found is that if you find a thought leader who genuinely shares a lot of knowledge in his craft, so for example, like a LinkedIn ghostwriter that talks about LinkedIn.
Interesting.
Right? So effectively, he has shared free resources on how to write LinkedIn posts, right? So in theory, if you go through his LinkedIn and train a model on it, you have the perfect model that not only understands how to write LinkedIn posts, but also has understood how this ghostwriter writes his posts.
Right.
So it's real time his posts plus the content and the knowledge of the post, right? So I've done this like for a couple of instances myself where basically rather than telling the AI, oh, understand the pattern, the content itself is the pattern. Right? So the content explains how it works. So I think in those cases, it becomes very interesting. I would also like to see how it can do things like, let's say, thumbnail scraping or, finding the scripts for the top 10% short form videos in the last 6 months, things like that.
That'll be interesting.
I think that would be like a very good use case for these things. One thing I am noticing, just like wrap up on the whole AI thing, is that the more I end up using AI, the less I spend time on the actual thinking. Right?
Interesting.
Because it's kind of like, I heard this example somewhere, it's kind of like getting to the top of the mountain. And oftentimes, getting to the top is like less important than the process of getting to the top. Right? So you have to go through the struggle. The struggle is the outcome.
Yeah.
Right? And if you like the getting to the top is it's a
nice
byproduct of the struggle.
Yeah.
But now what we're doing is we're circumventing the struggle and just getting to the top.
Yeah.
So it's a classic this thing of it's dumbing us down, right?
Correct.
I've been thinking about that a lot because now for me a lot of it is just just do it quickly.
Got it.
Versus just sit with it, understand how to do it, and then go like do the grunt work.
No, makes sense.
So I think that is something that I'm sort of still struggling with. But yeah. Indian podcasting goes global. The WTF covered almost all billionaires that we know, including Elon Musk, the CEO of Uber, Vinod Khosla, Bill Gates, and even podcasters like Prakhar K. Pravachan went global. I think Indian podcasting has really taken off this year.
Yeah, like I
Mainly
think
thanks to WTF.
yes, I
They've
think
really put us on the map.
yeah, I think they gave that initial breakthrough, like that ceiling
Yeah.
outlook for people. But I would say Raj Shamani had also been pushing at that for some time.
I think Rajman is like he's a constant,
No,
right? And he always pushes the boundary. And what I really like about his model is he will do a paid podcast, but it will be so interesting that you don't care that it's paid. Like
Right.
I can tell you the people that he has talked to. He has talked to that, I think, Fin1 guy. He's a top 1% wealth manager.
Huh.
He has talked to private detectives. He has talked to sexologists.
Yeah, and probably like a lot of doctors also, like because he has had a lot of doctors on the show.
And like he's just able to go down into such deep and niche rabbit holes, right? And still make it interesting.
Yeah.
I think people like Ranveer went a very different route of making it only sort of religious and
Yeah.
pop culture and all of this.
Yeah, I think Ranveer on kudos to him. He's able to, like, good or bad, he's able to talk about everything.
Yeah, I mean, it's not my taste, but you have to commend him for getting.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no doubt in that.
Yeah, it feels like he's the introduction to podcast for most people.
Yes.
It's like
Yes.
60% of India gets introduced to podcast because of him.
Correct.
Which I find is very interesting.
Correct.
Also.
Yeah.
And his abroad podcast has been with people who we might recognize.
I think when Ranveer also did it with foreign celebrities, it wasn't like, I think he was little before the time, right? When Nikhil started doing it and now that Prakhar has started doing it, I think now it feels like that door has opened.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. Especially with Nikhil, dude. I'm just in awe of the fact that I made a post about this, I made a reel about this the other day, ki we need more billionaires to make content. Because only when people who have nothing to lose and nothing to gain from content, when they start making it, they push the boundaries because they have nothing to lose.
Correct.
Right? Because for the longest time, to me, it felt like Indian content had kind of become stale.
Yeah.
Right? Of course, there were a lot of people who were making great, but at an overall level, if you look at like the top 1% folks, they were mostly doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And then Nikhil comes along and then just I remember tweeting about this so often ki, like, this guy, are you fucking kidding me? Like, now you have him.
Yeah.
Like, he had CEO of Uber, he had Vinod Khosla, he had, I remember his Elon one was like a mad conversation starter. Sam Altman.
Huh.
He had, I think for that matter,
He had
Varun
that guy-
Maya has also been like that.
Yeah.
But I think Varun is more than a podcaster. I look at
Interview.
him as a interview / AI person.
Yeah.
So it doesn't feel like it's a podcast.
True. Are we getting to global audience? This I'm not very sure, because the objective is that, right? Like, if you are getting into global guests, the objective is to get to global audience. I don't think that is happening, but I don't know.
I don't know if they are getting global
pan out
audience
exactly.
per se. That would be an interesting deep dive.
Yeah.
I think my one prediction for next year would be data would be more and more a thing in the YouTube space.
Right.
Because so many people just like, I think before this, very few people understood data. Now we have an influx of YouTube strategists and people like that. So I think understanding data will become more and more important. But more than anything else, it has definitely made, it has like introduced a lot of these sort of Western US guests to the Indian audience.
Indian audience too.
Right? Because these are the same guests that I watch when I'm watching like a Lex Friedman or a Joe Rogan and things like that. But now they are coming on to Indian podcasters also. I have a very interesting prediction for next year. I was talking to another podcaster friend of mine. I think production is going to be the make or break thing for podcasts in 2026. I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Podcasts are more or less the relevance of insights, right? Access to guests and the quality of the conversations, right? So you can have like a great conversation without any insight. So for us in like the information space, great conversation. So like you can have banter, funny or intellectual, whatever. Then access to great guests and insights are relevant. I feel like with the age of AI, a lot of people can already do that. right? I don't like, there's no moat in that, right? If you understand how to prompt the AI well, you can do very good research. So I think what differentiates is taste. So of course that will come from personality. At the same time, it also comes from the way that it looks. Because the more and more that you think about it, YouTube and Instagram are sort of they're at a place where they're going in opposite directions, right? So on Instagram, you find you find content that starts a conversation.
Yeah.
On YouTube, it's almost like a one-sided thing,
Yeah.
right? Because YouTube doesn't have the network effect that Instagram does.
True.
Network effect in the sense of like conversations.
YouTube is moving towards TV.
Yes,
And
exactly.
Instagram is moving to phone, is what I feel. Because it's like it's getting less and less good looking on Instagram, the more and more posts that are coming out. I feel like the trend is moving towards normal, authentic feeling videos. Like even your UGC is moving towards that, and YouTube is basically optimizing for television time.
Yeah.
So they're getting better and better production.
I mean, I'm sure you'll still have high production things on Instagram.
Yeah.
Overall, yes. Instagram, I think, will become more authentic, more sort of.
Yeah.
Another thing, I feel like no one can really make that judgment ki, oh, this is what the trend is. Although that's what really works. Like you just make like a blanket statement.
Yeah.
Because I think people don't understand how deep your space in the internet is. Right? Like what kind of a bubble that you are living in. Let's say your feed and my feed can be drastically different.
It is drastically different. Let's
It
be honest.
will be drastically different.
Yeah.
And that changes your perception of reality. Right? That changes what you think is right, and more so now than ever.
Right.
So I think even us as strategists, we have to be very cognizant of like,
Yeah.
I think this is right for me, not for someone else.
True. Everybody has been talking about YouTube, Instagram, and Substack has silently become the winner. Substack has grown close to 300% in the last few years and probably has the highest user to paid users ratio in all user platforms to date. And they are actually growing at a very steady pace. They are not looking at booming. They are just looking at growing their business in the right way, which is very interesting to see. They've finally become a unicorn that they were supposed to be. Things are looking very interesting for Substack.
Substack is a unicorn.
Yeah. They finally reached $1 billion valuation.
I did not
like
know
this year. They recently raised a $100 million round, which basically pushed them to
Very
$1 billion valuation.
I've been using a lot of Substack of late. I think Substack has some great newsletters.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it also has like a social feature and chat and all of that. Yeah, some very high quality. Interestingly, Twitter has started its own newsletter article format.
Interesting.
I heard somewhere that Twitter X actually, like, Elon wants it to be like WeChat.
Oh.
Do you know WeChat in China?
Yeah.
So WeChat is a one single super app. You can do payments, you can do chat, you can do marketplace, AI.
Bro, it's like Facebook, Instagram, and
everything,
WhatsApp
everything together.
put into one.
Yeah. And if you think about it,
it's
that's
basically
what
Meta
Twitter,
in one app.
Yeah, that's what this thing is, right? That's what Twitter is becoming. They have a new chat feature. They already have AI. They have Grok. They have long form articles, which are actually not like, I don't mind reading long form articles. It's not like, oh, I'll only read a tweet and then it doesn't work like video.
Correct.
Right? It also has video, but video hasn't really caught on yet for whatever reason. Like Elon wants it to be like a super app, and he might just be successful in making it a super app.
Crazy, bro. What will this guy not do?
Yeah. The beginning of the end of cinemas is here. Netflix just bought Warner Brothers for $80 billion, getting full control of their entire back catalog, including Harry Potter, The Matrix, and the entire DC universe. I think this is a very important one. It very sad.
It felt like it came out of nowhere, but I think it was coming all the way. Like it had been a long time coming, specifically because WB hasn't been in positive notes for quite some time in the audience. Bro, WB after like a long struggle, not exactly a struggle, I feel somewhere they lost why they were winning. It felt like they forgot why they were actually winning in the first place. And they started doing reboots of their successful IPs. And now they went woke on it. And basically blundered everything they set foot in.
Correct.
Bro, like pick a incredible WB franchise, they have fucked it. Everything they touched as woke just went to shit.
Yeah.
Physical tickets are the new subscriber count. No matter how big a creator you are, it's very important that you are able to get people into a physical location. And I think that is becoming the new standard. New age creators are not looking for you guys to subscribe, but they are looking at you to come and be a part of their community and be a part of their physical events.
I think I read this somewhere ki offline is the new, like performative offline is the new performative online.
Haan, correct.
We were reading this last week. No?
Yeah.
Okay, very interestingly, there's another agency owner. I think they're doing great work. He's part of the Delhi circuit. I think his name is Vishwas. They run this agency called Agent Z. Okay.
Shout out to agency, bro.
Yeah,
you guys are good.
I think they're doing some great work.
Yeah.
They did this thing called a fake Sangeet.
Okay. Yeah. Everybody
So apparently
knows about this.
This was okay. I didn't know about this until he talked about it. But apparently, like all the news channels picked it up and they were talking about it and everything. Like that's exactly what they did. Like it's a ticketed event.
Yeah,
and it's a fake Sangeet.
Yeah, it's so you
have
go in your
alcohol,
tradition.
you go in traditional,
Exactly.
you do everything. And he was talking about how they did like 1-2 events and they ended up doing like 30 of them.
Yeah,
it was like a crazy number, and that really got me thinking that someone should do that in Bangalore.
Yeah.
I don't think fake Sangeet would work.
Yeah.
Maybe not, but like something offline will work I think it's already working.
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, you have been to quite a few offline events.
Yeah. There's actually very interestingly an app which is a event app called Offline. OFFLYN.
Correct. I've been following them for quite some time.
Yeah, and that's what they do. They do like ticketed events. It's like Luma, but for
Ticketed
offline
events.
Luma is more for like tech, online, everything.
Yeah.
This is more for like fun stuff.
Yeah.
Right. So I think that will just keep on increasing next year.
Yeah.
I have been getting quite a lot of the requests from our existing 1 of 10 members saying, okay, like when are you doing the next event? We should also definitely get back to it. I think that is a great way to monetize your content. I think that is a great way to monetize your content because I feel like now the appetite for, you know how they say that for the past couple of years, posting online was cool.
Yeah.
Right? Like before when I was in college, even I was in school, right? Especially like 11th, 12th.
Right.
If you had a public profile, people would be like, oh my God, you have a what the hell, man? Like, make it private. What the?
Yeah.
And then the whole creator surge came, and then now everyone is a creator.
Yeah.
But I was like looking at some friend of mine. Now he has like 300K followers, right?
Okay.
So everyone is a creator.
Yeah.
Now the pendulum is swinging in the other direction where like creating is no longer becoming cool, right?
Bro,
It's becoming too
you have
performative.
100K followers. Okay, cool. You might know how
it's
to make
not really a
videos
big
and all
deal
that.
anymore.
But can you have 100 people at your event?
Yes.
That is something
Exactly.
else. Yeah.
So I think that is a very interesting trend of the offline conversion, right? Because people have been deprived of the human connection for so long now, especially after the pandemic, so like 5 years.
Yeah.
Now people are really yearning, hey, I want to make physical connections again.
Yeah.
So I think I would bet on offline in 2026 for sure. Viral bandana girl proved yet again that every post you make online is a potential lottery ticket. She amassed over 200 million views in under 10 days, becoming the official flag bearer for Twitter in 2025. The last part is mine. But can you imagine like a 3-second video getting you 200 million views and basically the entire Twitter talking about you? And that got picked up. And this is only on Twitter, by the way.
Okay.
This is not on Instagram, not the news channels.
In fact, I got to know about this because you told me. I didn't know this for the longest
not
time.
on Twitter, no.
Yeah, exactly my point. So just like proves the point about how like it can be so big in just one platform.
Correct.
Yeah.
That is also there.
Yeah.
Insane, man. Like 200 million views. That is just like incredible. And also the fact that, I mean, like you said, it's not just that 200 million feels like a lot. but it's a lot for the people that are online,
Yeah.
right? It's not for the people that are not online, right? And second is, it's like the news cycle has changed,
Yeah.
right? Like now, if I tell you, oh, viral bandana, I'm like, oh yeah, she was there. But now people are onto the new thing. Like
Yeah.
Durandar was a thing last week,
Yeah.
and I already forgot the name of the movie, right? So I think
Yeah.
I think understanding that and sort of unfolding it to see how do you get people to remember you more, that will become more and more important.
The objective is to stay relevant for longer.
Yes.
गंदे हरकत मत करो इंटरनेट पे.
Yeah. Okay, I have one last one. Is Bollywood even worth it? That's the question on everyone's mind after filmmaker Farah Khan revealed that she's made more money making vlogs on YouTube with her cook than she has making movies, which is pretty insane.
Worth the mention, he is on the most expensive Flipkart ad also. Dileep.
Really?
Yeah.
But I don't
guys,
really watch.
we'll put it up like for 3 seconds.
Yeah,
Bro, like it's insane.
There were so many characters that got created from India's Got Latent. Do you remember that the Bihar girl and the guy that came in like a persona?
Bihar girl.
She was a girl ki oh मेरे को weak और dependent रहना पसंद है.
Oh, correct.
Right?
Yeah.
And she said, "Oh, मैं बिहार से हूँ," and like that was sort of her
Yeah.
shtick. I remember right after India's Got Latent, some of these sort of consumer companies, they just like dash to make ads with these guys because they were so relevant to get that.
No,
top of
I think
mind.
yeah, especially Swiggy and Zomato at that.
Yeah.
Swiggy has been like
I think
making
these
so
guys
many ads
have
with, like
been
just trending people.
they have been incredible. All of these like basically quick commerce apps because they need more top of mind consideration. But pretty cool, man. Like to see ki people can make that much money and they can make that much they can garner that much attention online on YouTube to be specific.
And he's a big thing, bro. Like he does his own vlogs on our channel.
Oh, really?
You did
I
not
haven't
know
seen
this.
the videos.
Bro, he has Going Back to Gaon as a series now.
On Farah Khan channel?
Yes.
Bro.
The first time they did it, bro, it blew up. People loved it.
I think how do you monetize something like that though?
I have no clue.
I mean, one is of course just the sort of top of mind attention that you're getting. But could someone who wasn't Farah Khan do this?
No. Bro,
So
like
this
she
is
has
more
access to celebrities which not
This
everybody
is more
has.
of the rich get richer sort of a thing.
Yeah, maybe.
Like
Obviously.
the famous get famouser.
Yeah. And it's, bro, like it's audience that she has built over time. It's not like we can, just because we have money, we can do it.
Right.
It's mostly like one, yes, she had the leverage. Two, she had the skill. And three, she had the connections.
Right.
So it's something that has been a part of her work. She's just like calling
It
people to do
amplified it even more once she came on.
Exactly.
Makes sense.
And a lot of actors have been doing content on YouTube. You were mentioning what is his name, bro?
Ashish Vidyarthi.
Ashish Vidyarthi. That guy has been doing like insane food content and other content also for that reason. In fact, he's been doing a really good job of addressing like actor problems and other things also outside that. That is very interesting to see.
Right.
And he hasn't openly talked about economics as such, but I would be not astonished if he's making as much money or more doing this.
What I always wonder what other industries still have an access, like a barrier to entry or barrier of knowledge, because I think Nikhil Kamath is working the entrepreneur / the rich person game, right? He's having access to all of these entrepreneurs and people who are like business people in India. I wouldn't be surprised if he manages to get like a Mukesh Ambani or a like an Adani sort of a person, right? Then you have people like Samdesh who is doing the politics / Bollywood game. You have Farah Khan who's also doing politics / Bollywood, but from like a more sort of
Chill,
relatable,
like,
chill vlog style thing, right?
Yeah.
Samdesh is more like it's an interview, it's fun interview, but still an interview.
Hardcore interview at that.
What other aspirational domains are still left for someone to tap into?
I don't think anything is left because, okay, there is only 3 things that garner attention in India, as far as I know. It's politics, Bollywood, and cricket. So outside
I think
that,
a lot of cricketers have also started their vlogs and all. Right?
exactly.
I think this guy,
I've been seeing a lot of their content. Yeah,
Bumrah he does vlogs.
bro, they're like a lot of these bigger cricketers who have not been a constant in Team India have been doing a lot of content. That's something that I've been
What
observing.
kind of content?
Vlog style ki aisa, like you're going
me an
with
example.
KL Rahul has been doing a lot of content for Red Bull. Kevin Peterson has been doing content. It's called something, bro. His
It's a
channel
new
is called
channel.
something. Yeah.
It's a new channel.
It's a new channel.
The strategist keeps talking about it on LinkedIn.
Correct.
Yeah.
And that has been working really well. Outside that, interestingly, this is one trend I've seen in Canada. So there was this YouTube channel in Canada which used to do running commentary on Indian cricket. They became so big that they became the official commentators for Kannada channels.
Crazy, man.
That was nice. A lot of people really grew from there. I think they used to do that before also, but because of like YouTube, it just like blew up. They had this close-knit community which really works for the audience also. That's been nice. So cricket is also there. So these 3 garner the most attention, and I feel the hardest to get into, I would say, because obviously like attention basically means more competition, and it's just
Actually,
harder.
that's very interesting. Anywhere that is difficult to get into, and a lot of people are trying, would be like a white space for someone to make content on. Right? Imagine like a parliament vlog. Imagine like a chief minister doing a vlog for his day. That would be pretty cool. I want to know
true.
what all they work on.
Yeah.
Right? Or imagine like a
IPS officer doing a
IPS
vlog.
officer or an IAS officer.
Yeah, that'll be so
Nikhil
cool.
Kamath already did that with like the Bangalore Police Commissioner.
Yeah, but I think it was still like it was still Nikhil Kamath
Of
talking about what was happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get what
Imagine
you
like a
mean.
proper vlog. Right?
Yeah.
Who else? Well, what other such interesting use cases can we think of? Imagine like I think this one is doing a great job. I forget his name. He's the founder of Smash Burgers and Paris Panini. Abhishek or Abhilash something.
You know, bro, I think isn't he like the guy responsible for running ops? I don't think he's the founder
No,
of
he's
both.
the founder. They're two
No,
brothers.
Paris Panini definitely not, because I know
They own Paris Panini. It's a foreign guy also.
Correct.
But these people also own it. There's something is there. That's why Smash Guys and Paris Panini is always together.
right.
He's doing a great job at showing the behind the scenes. I really
Correct.
follow his vlogs
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Instagram.
I really like it because they go fucking hey, what's happening.
They're like, oh,
guys?"
basement mein ye pyaz kahan se aaya? See, this is so clean.
Yeah.
Right? And Pizza Bakery. They
Yeah.
also own
Pizza
Pizza
Bakery.
Yeah.
Correct.
So I think like a restaurant owner,
Yeah.
I think that's a super
I think it is
interesting use
Pizza
case.
Bakery and Smash Guys, not Paris Panini.
Even Paris Panini.
Even Paris Panini?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But I get what you're saying. There's a foreign guy, French guy also. But there is some connection there for sure.
I think like people are opening up to the idea of more and more professionals getting into vlogs. That's been a thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's been cool. And I think that's 5 minutes.
But cool.
More than 5 minutes, I would say.
Done. I think, is that the pod?
Yeah.
I think that's the pod.
Thank you so much for watching the episode. If you are hanging around until now, we are pretty sure you love the episode. Please go down, hit that subscribe button, like, share, comment, whatever you feel like doing, because we put an insane amount of effort to release this episode every single week, and it takes insane amount of effort to push this out. Just the fact of you showing that support to us will really keep us motivated and also help us get better guests for our future episodes. And we know and we would want to get better guests and better value to whoever is watching. Thank you. See you on the next one.